Russia, the secret for peace revealed by Putin himself. The big secret, as he described it, was made by Russian President Vladimir Putin, telling reporters the content of his talks with Western leaders on the Ukrainian crisis and security issues in Europe, Russian media note information. In recent months, Vladimir Putin has revealed to reporters the big secret of the talks being held with representatives of the United States and European powers, saying what Moscow is seeking from the West and Ukraine, writes the Russian website Moskovsky Komsomolets. The three conditions. First, it is about recognizing Crimea as Russian. Second is the refusal of the Kiev authorities to join NATO. The third condition is the implementation of the Minsk agreements, but this has already lost its importance. And the fourth is, according to Putin, the most important, the demilitarization of present-day Ukraine. If these demands of Moscow are met, the situation will be considered settled in the long run. The demands of the Kremlin. Asked how he sees the prospects for restoring relations between Moscow and Kiev after all that has happened in the last 8 years and continues to happen, Vladimir Putin said he was ready to reveal a big secret to the journalist. And he referred to the main demands made by the Kremlin during the lengthy negotiations with European partners and with the Americans, who also wanted to know what should happen to consider that the situation in Ukraine has been resolved in the long-term historical perspective. It turned out that the list consists of 4 points, one of which, the implementation of the Minsk agreements, no longer exists. The list also includes the recognition of the will of the people in Sevastopol and Crimea, i.e., the Russian ownership of Crimea. How is this statement of will worse than what happened in Kosovo? Yes, nothing, stressed the president. Another condition is the refusal to admit Ukraine to NATO. According to the president, for Western countries to save their credibility, the Kiev authorities themselves must refuse to join the alliance and, in fact, apply the principle of neutrality. And finally, the most critical point is the demilitarization of present-day Ukraine. On the good side, if these demands were met, then Russia and Ukraine, and together with the whole of Europe, could live in peace, without conflict, especially armed, Putin said. And Moskovsky Komsomolets concludes, according to the president, Russia is on the side of the good. In the current situation, the good, Putin believes, should not be powerless. Map of the buffer zone established by the Minsk Protocol follow-up memorandum. World news for war. International tensions, rumors of wars and the impending World War III. Please read more in our blog in the link below. Please pray for world peace. If you like the video, and want to contribute financially to my effort, you can make a small contribution by clicking on the link below.